Okay, Facebook by the numbers, demographics and fun facts. So is this page you all ended up on or not?
Yep.
All right, that's the one. So here's some really interesting points. Advertisers, over 5 million advertisers as of 2017. So again, we need to think about this from the standpoint of business, not personal use. So think of your own individual businesses. 42% of customer service responses happen during the first 60 minutes. So if you have a Facebook account, do you kind of need to be paying attention to what's going on and what people are saying?
Yes.
Quite frankly, if you have any social media, you need to be paying attention to it. You need to be monitoring it, especially when people go there for customer service issues. Think of Twitter. People love to go to Twitter or social media like Facebook and complain about things, especially airlines. They get the brunt of it, you know. Thanks at Delta, you lost my bag again. Like that shows up all the time. So you need to be aware of it. If you're a small company, pay attention to it daily. If you're a bigger company, you have dedicated people watching your social media and answering. Average time spent on Facebook per visit is 35 minutes, up from 20 minutes. It's actually kind of sad when we think about how much time we're spending online, I think. So lots of cool things here. 20% of the videos are live broadcasts. So on Facebook, you have that ability to hit the live and share wherever you are. Think of that from a business standpoint. What could you guys do at your business that would be a cool live video? And then I think you guys know, but after the video is live, when it's done, it just shows up on your page as a video people can watch. It doesn't like go away because they weren't there live. Anybody think of an example of something live that you could do at your business, your pretend business? Yes.
Record while going live, doing here.
Yeah.
Showing people how to do it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. What else?
Improv interviews.
What?
With customers.
She does crafts, so like DIY stuff.
A DIY, here's the behind the scenes of it. Talk to your customers. Maybe you're having a grand opening and you film, you know, the ribbon cutting and the walking into the store.
I don't mind the live video feature, I just don't like it because so say I'm not watching live, but then I see it pop up like later on in the day and I go to watch it, but I'm just there for the comments. I can't read a comment until it actually pops up on the actual time of the video that it was uploaded.
Yeah.
That annoys me, because I don't want to watch the video, I just want to read the comments.
Oh. I hate it. Huh. All right, so here's a helpful bit of information. Facebook is available in 101 languages. How many of your fake companies have foreign offices? None? Probably not. However, if you work for a company, let's just say Kohler Company, do they have offices in other countries? Absolutely. Yeah. Do you need to be aware of cultural differences and what's appropriate in one culture versus another?
Yes.
Absolutely. So if your homepage image for your travel website is, say you have a travel location in 15 countries around the globe, and in Aruba, the first picture that pops up is, you know, bikinis on the beach. Probably can't do that in an Arab country or Saudi Arabia or something like that. That's not going to be the splash picture that you want to use there. So you have to think about what's appropriate for the country you're in. And even though you create your content locally based on your Sheboygan or Manitowoc business, it is available across the world. The minute you go live, people from any and every country that have an internet access can see it. So you have a global audience, whether you want it or not. So think about that as well. All right. Does your company need a Facebook page? We're going to watch a short video to find out if we need one.
Does your small business really need a Facebook page? Actually, the answer is almost always yes. There are a few exceptions. Let's explain. Thank you for watching 5 Minute Social Media. If you've watched our
5 Minute Social Media, I'm going to show you a handful of videos this time. Great site to go to and watch all their different quick little blogs. Do all of you need a Facebook account, do you think, for your fake company?
Almost always yes.
I'm going to say yes. Everybody in here does. How about when you leave here and you get a job and you're at another company and you need to think about, is this right for us? That's what this video is going to help answer. Because I think almost everybody in here, yes, Facebook is an easy yes for all of us.
Our videos before, welcome back. And if not, this is where I teach you to do the best possible social media in the least amount of time. And today we're talking about, does your business need its own Facebook page? By the end of this video, I hope you'll be able to make that decision on your own. Now, as I mentioned a second ago, we're all about saving you time on social media on this channel. So doesn't it seem like adding another Facebook page just for your business is just a waste of time? Generally, no. There are a few exceptions, though. Before we get into those, the reason that you need a Facebook page is, frankly, it's expected. 15, 20 years ago, if your business didn't have a website, we were all kind of wondering as consumers, like, why don't you have a website? What are you hiding? What's going on there? You should have a website. Now that's the same thing with Facebook pages. And that's not only for millennials, but consumers of all ages. Because if you don't have a Facebook page, it seems like, well, what are you hiding? Don't you have people who like your brand and your business? Where do they go to talk to each other or talk to you? Where are your reviews? Where is your social proof? Social proof is one of those buzz phrases right now, but it's legit. It's the online part that shows people that, hey, you're a great business because all these other people like you. You have social proof. In fact, a recent study showed that people are 71% more likely to buy a product if they've seen it recommended on social media. So again, a few scenarios where maybe your business doesn't need a Facebook page. But before we get into that, let's talk about the pros and cons of the two types of Facebook pages. First, you have your Facebook personal page, or your Facebook profile, as Facebook calls it. The great thing about a profile for your business, you already probably have connections there. You're going to get a lot of free or organic reach there, like people will see your posts just because they're friends with you. You have more personal relationships there, and you have unlimited outward engagement. What I mean by outward engagement is you can actually go through your feed and comment and like and ha-ha to all of your friends' feeds and develop relationships with them that way. One of the downsides of using a Facebook profile or a personal page for your business is that some clients won't want to be Facebook friends with you. Like if you are a client that I work with and we have a great working relationship, I'm okay being friends on Facebook. But if you're the guy who changes my oil, I don't necessarily need to be Facebook friends with you. So let's talk about Facebook business pages or fan pages, like pages, brand pages, lots of different names for them. This is what we're talking about today. The upsides, virtually unlimited reach. Frankly, if you had an endless amount of money you can pay to have your post reach almost everybody on the planet. I mean, unless you're a liquor company, then you can't reach people that are under 21. But in general, you can reach as many people as you want to. As I mentioned, you pay to do that, but that's another upside of a business page is you can actually pay to increase your reach. And sometimes just for a few dollars. You can also reach people that haven't liked your page. On your personal page, you can't reach people that aren't friends with you or that aren't following you. But on your brand page, you can actually spend a few dollars and reach people who have never heard of you. Hey, what a concept for growing our businesses, right? And finally, clients are comfortable liking business pages in a way. Like I mentioned how I don't want to be Facebook friends with the guy who changes my oil. I'd be happy to like his Facebook business page though, especially if he was offering me a coupon or something like that. Now the two big downsides for the Facebook brand page are, one, is you're going to get less organic reach most likely, unless you're a really popular brand. It's hard to reach people. If you've tried a Facebook business page, you may have already run into that. Like I post the same thing on my personal page and I get all these likes. And then I post it on my business page and I get nothing. Sometimes you do run into that. The other part is that you can't really outwardly engage very well. Let me put it this way. Let's say you posted a picture of your tiny humans on your Facebook page. How weird would it be if McDonald's commented and said, "Oh, cute kids, Joan. Hey, hope you come in for an Egg McMuffin sometime soon." Brand pages can't do that. Now, if Joan checks in on Facebook at McDonald's, then McDonald's could say, "Hey, thanks for coming in. We appreciate having you as our guest." That's possible, but the outward engagement is definitely limited. One more thing you get with a Facebook business page is analytics. And I know for some people, when they hear analytics, they go cross-eyed like, oh, no thank you. But you can actually learn a lot about your customers and what's working and who's seeing it and all of that. And Facebook has done a pretty good job over the years simplifying it. To an extent. I'm not going to say it's easy or simple, but anybody could just click on insights on their Facebook business page and get some idea of what's going on out there. So overall, yes, your brand needs its own Facebook business page. Here are the few exceptions. One, if your business is actually named after you and you are pretty much the whole business. For example, if I own Jerry Potter Wedding Photography, I might be able to get away with just having a personal page and leaving it at that. 2, if you are in a business where you develop really personal relationships with your clients. I'm going to use the wedding photography example again. Wedding photographers often sit down and have meetings ahead of time and then become friends with the people and then photograph them on one of their most wonderful days and then follow up with them about how they should be looking and when they're going to get their album and all those things. So I know a lot of wedding photographers are personal friends with their clients. So that's another situation where you might be able to get away with it. And lastly, you've got to decide you never want to reach people outside of your friends network. You cannot advertise or boost any posts on a personal Facebook page. So if you've got plenty of business and you assume you're always going to have plenty of business, yeah, maybe you don't need a Facebook brand page. But most of the time you do. That's the point of today. By the way, if you do only have a...
Okay, so bottom line on that, I kind of don't agree with what he said, because if I have a photography business, I don't think they want to see what I'm doing in my personal life all the time, or Christmas pictures or pictures of my kids that I might post on my personal page. I think I would still have a business page. You guys agree? I just can't. That was kind of a weird comment, to be honest. I wasn't prepared for that. I thought he had something better to say. I think almost every business needs a Facebook page because of the reach. It's huge. And because, like you said, with a business page, you can set to advertise to people that don't even know you yet, aren't even following and liking you yet. You can grow your business. So that's pretty cool. All right. All right. We are going to watch a video on how we set up our Facebook business page before we actually go through it together. So this is going to be another one of these 5-minute videos that's quick. We're going to watch it and learn. We're not going to click along. And then we're actually going to set this up. So based on your email that you've created for this class for your fake business, we are going to create a fake Facebook business page and do things with it. So let's watch the video first, get the overview, and then we're going to jump in. And it has changed a little, even from like the last year or two. It's a lot more streamlined and easy now. So that's a good thing.
Need a quick Facebook tutorial for setting up a business page? Well, this is it. And the good news is you can set one up for your business in less than 5 minutes. Let me show you how. What's up, busy people? Welcome to 5-Minute Social Media. If you have been struggling with your social media, feeling like you're putting way more out than you're getting in return, you're in a great place. Every week we release a quick video to help you with a different piece of your social media marketing. If that sounds like something you could use, take a second, hit subscribe, click that bell, and that way you'll be notified every week when we release another helpful video. My name is Jerry Potter, and today we're talking about how to set up a Facebook business page. You've decided your business needs a Facebook. Well, let me tell you this. First of all, not all businesses need a business page, but I will say most of them do. To find out if you're the exception, I put a video together for that. You can find it right here or in the description of this video. By the time we're done today, you'll know how to set up a Facebook business page, and I'll tell you how you can get it verified as well. By the way, Facebook business pages, fan pages, like pages, they're all the same kind of page. Facebook just calls them business pages now. So to get started, make sure you have your company logo or something for your profile picture, something for your cover photo, a big photo to go on top, and then all your pertinent information. What is your website, email if you have that, phone, address, business hours, any information about your business, which I assume you already know. Gather that, and you can do this in just a few minutes, all right?
The other caveat of this is that to make a Facebook business page, you need to have a personal Facebook page. Does everybody in here have a Facebook? Does anybody not have a Facebook page? Good, then it'll be super easy. We'll make the fake business page right off of that.
Nice.
Let's get started.
Now, there are a few different ways you can get to the Create a Page, but I think the easiest thing is just to get facebook.com. I'm logged into my account here. And you do, by the way, have to have a personal profile to create a business page. So that is the first step if you don't even have a Facebook account. But once you've got that, you'll see right here at the top, it says Create. Click on that. All these different options. I'm going to say Create Page. And that gets us here. Now, if for some reason you don't see that on your page, I'll include the direct link to this in the description of this video. Next up, you're going to choose, are you a business or brand or a community or public figure? This is pared way down. They used to have way more options than this. So for this tutorial, I'm going to set up a page for a fictional consulting company. So I'm just going to choose business or brand. Then I need to name the page. What did I call it? Oh yeah, it was based on a logo template I found in Canva. Vague Whale Consulting. Next, you're going to choose a category to describe your page. And in this situation, you just start typing something and find something that works for you. So consulting agency, there I go. I'm going to choose that. Then hit continue. Next, it'll ask you to add a profile picture. Yes, you can skip this, but hopefully you already have it ready. When you're adding a profile picture, if you are a one-person business or you represent the business, I think it should be your face. If the company has a logo, make it the company logo. Don't make it anything else. Remember, most people are going to see it most of the time in a tiny circle on a mobile device, so it should be something easily recognizable. So I have this logo standing by. Next up, upload a cover photo. This goes at the top of your business page. This is a photo that should represent your business. If you have a physical location, it might be a picture of your facility. If you have a staff, it could be a picture of your staff. Later in this video, I'll point you in the direction more about what to do when you're trying to decide what goes in your cover photo. But I'll go ahead and upload the one that I chose for Vague Whale Consulting. Once your cover photo is uploaded, you can drag it to reposition it, figure out the best spot for it to be. And just like that, you have a page. That's it. But you're definitely going to want to do more than that. For example, you're going to want to go in and fill out all of your company information. So you see right here it says add a short description. We consult businesses on how to grow. But we never give them specific advice, just really vague suggestions. I'm sure this company will do very well. Hit save and continue. You've got a phone number, put that in. If not, uncheck that. This company is fake, doesn't have a website, but I'll put it in anyway. Next, it says now that you've updated your page info, see if there are other details you can add that will be helpful to people who visit your page. Let's go ahead and click Edit Page Info. This is where you can go through and fill out all of your information. You can add additional categories. So if I type in consulting again, let's say I am a business consultant. So I can add that in and hit save. If you decided you do have a phone number, email address, location, all these different details about your company, your business hours. Fill out as much of this as possible, because eventually, if somebody's looking for a business on Facebook, the more information you have, the higher the chances that somebody is going to find you. All right, last step, you're going to want to give your page a username. This is where your web address will be on Facebook, so it'll be facebook.com/whatever your username is. So click right here underneath your profile picture and title, and then type in what you would like it to be. Lucky for me, Vague Whale Consulting is available. So I go ahead and hit create username. So now if I look up at the top here in the address bar, you can see it's facebook.com/Vague Whale Consulting.
So there you go, you have a Facebook business page. Two more things you should do. One is get it verified. If you are a local business company or organization, it's super easy, and I've got a link on how to do that down in the description of this video. And secondly, I've put together a 5-minute Facebook facelift. So whether you've had your page for 60 seconds or for 5 years, this is some things to look for in a 5-minute video on how to optimize it for.
Okay, so quite easy, right? Looks like it's going to be easy. All right, before we actually start making one and walking through this, we're going to look at a few other things. How to get your business verified. This is not going to work for your fake business.
Friday's not that easy.
But it is going to work for a real business.
This sentence is grammatically correct.
Get Facebook.
Okay, so if you are working at a real business, so marketers or admins, you have a real business, getting it verified is important. It proves that it's a real thing. It gives that trustworthy little blue check mark that we believe in. So,
Business page verified. Is that what you're here today to do? You're in the right place. Let's check that off your list. Every week we put out a new video. Harry Potter, we can connect.
Jerry Potter, doesn't that crack you up? I keep thinking I'm saying Harry Potter.
In fact, I will guess that for most people watching, it's super easy and you can have it done in a few minutes. For a few things, it's a little bit harder, and we'll cover that as well.
So when you're on your Facebook business page, go ahead and click Settings up here in the upper right corner. Then you're going to see right here near the top, Page Verification. You can see this says Page is not verified, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And then I can click Verify this page. The quickest way to do it is with a phone number. If you have a publicly listed phone number for your business or organization, you can't just throw your cell phone in here and call it good. But if you have a phone number that has been listed for a while on your website, or in the Yellow Pages online, or Google Business Listing, something like that, you can put your phone number in. Then Facebook will send you an automated call and give you a code. When you get that call, you'll take the code, you'll type it in, and just like that, you'll have a...
Okay, very simple, right? If your business has an actual phone number that people call your business, don't use your cell phone. That's not going to cut it. So that's so easy. If you don't, there's a little thing down here that says verify your existence with documents instead.
Verified page. It's that quick. Down here and click Verify this page with documents instead. This is what I usually do with clients because a lot of my clients are sometimes in another part of the country. So it's a lot easier to upload a document than to coordinate with, okay, they're going to call you, they're going to give you a code, then text me the code, and then I'll put it in, and then I'll call you back and see if it actually worked. So what you can do is you can upload a photo of an official document showing your business or organization's name and address. It is something that has your name and address. It can be a bill, like a phone bill or a utility bill. It could be your business license. That's what I use most often. A business tax file. So you can see there's a few different options here.
So that might work if you don't have a phone number, or like he said, he's doing this for clients and he doesn't want to have them get the call and be confused about what it's about. So verifying your business is actually super easy. And in the real world, this is something you're going to want to do. If you are working with people at a business that do not have a verified Facebook page, walk them through this and help. All right, just so you know, Facebook itself has an awesome resource center, facebook.com/business, how to create ads, how to get started with Facebook, Instagram they even talk about. I believe that's because they own it also. So if you need help straight from the horse's mouth, rather than watching a YouTube video on it, just know that Facebook itself has their own excellent section here. We're going to talk about the two photos that we know we're going to need to use. So typically your profile picture is going to be your logo, and you guys have all made fake websites on Wix already. So do all of you feel like you have a logo kind of figured out, a fake logo? If not, that's fine. It can just be whatever for the purpose of this class, but you know it would be your logo in the real world. That cover photo, how do we know what size all this stuff needs to be? I've included some cheat sheets because this tends to change sometimes, and you would want to upload the correct size. So here's the cheat sheet for 2019 for a ton of different social media options, and we're going to look at the best ones that we need. Come on. Facebook. Let's go to Facebook. All right. The recommended proportion is 16:9. That's not an actual measurement, but it's a proportion that can scale. So it works out to these pixel measurements. And then further down, the profile photo, 170 by 170 pixels. The cover photo size could be any of these, but what they're telling you up here is that it can be bigger, any of these bigger sizes, and then it can always be scaled down as needed. When you make pictures larger, they tend to get pixelated and look bad, but they can always make them smaller and have them still look good. So if you were to Google Facebook photo sizes 2019, you're going to get a ton of options. So there's all different posts on here, but here's the basic cheat sheet. So page cover, 1200 by 675, I'm just going to jot that down, and a profile picture, 170 by 170 pixels. Now you guys have all uploaded these in real life to your own page, right? So you just pick a picture, and you know how it would show up in that circle and you'd maybe move it around or shrink it down to get it to fit better? You can do that too, but if you know exactly what size it is, you can always create it to be perfect from the get-go. Cover photo also, you guys have uploaded them and then found that you can move them around and shift them around. That's fine too. you can do that. But here are the exact sizes if you want to know about them. And then we talked a couple weeks ago about apps that we can use to resize our photos. I have a few more on here that I wanted to share with you. This photoutils.com, like utility, I just heard about this one. And they have a lot of cool things that you can do. This is one of those online resizing. So you can resize your image, crop it, compress it to make it smaller. You can rotate it or flip it. So that's one of the links in Blackboard. But some others that they recommended were Snappa, Canva, and Stencil. I'm going to show you Canva. I think this one's really quite cool. You need to sign up, but there's so many different things you can do here. You can design posters. You can actually design print things in here, which is pretty cool. But you can make these cool social media images, and I'm sure you've seen these. It's not just a photo, it's words, it's maybe a little icon or something in the lower corner. So Canva is one of several options to make some really cool graphic posts for you guys. Snappa, create online graphics in a snap. There's a 55-second demo we can watch real quickly.
Snappa is the easiest graphic design tool you'll ever use. It's simple from the ground up, so you can set up professional graphics in minutes without the help or expense of a professional designer. Snappa comes with hundreds of ready-made templates built for every place you need them. Templates are pre-sized to fit whatever social media, email, or web platform you need. It's incredibly easy to use. Without any training, you can select a template or start from scratch. Choose royalty-free photos or graphics from the built-in library. Customize text and fonts. And add cool effects to your images. Once you've made your design, you can share it, download it, or save it for later use. If you need help, our friendly support team is only a click away. Getting started is fast and free. See for yourself why thousands of people are using Snappa to create all of their online graphics.
All right, and the fourth one that I want to share with you is called Stencil. They're all very similar, canvas like this. The fastest way to double your social engagement. So start creating images. So same concept. They have stock royalty-free images, which means you're free to use them. You don't have to pay a company for buying their photos, and they're usually beautiful, high-res photos, and then add text and information. So without any graphic design background, you guys can make some pretty cool graphic elements and pictures for your social media. All right. How to make your social media cover photos stand out. The size, again, you're going to find that they're all different. The numbers may be different, but they're all the same ratio. That's 16:9. So the sizing is important. There also is video. Have you guys ever seen that when you've gone to a Facebook page and that top banner actually has movement? It's a video. That's recently new. So maybe that makes more sense for your business. Or it just attracts attention because it's something new that we haven't seen. And then you also have to think about how your image is going to look different on desktop and mobile. So obviously when we're looking at a Facebook page on a website, this cover photo is very long and rectangular. On your phone, it's a little bit different. You can see where we lose some of this red space that we saw on one version, one platform versus the other. So you kind of have to think about how you center it or how you crop it to get the best option. So here's some guides again. On mobile, you're going to see this green area, whereas on the desktop, you're not going to. It's going to be more long and skinny. So stock photos, I talked to you about PicMonkey, Canva, Pablo. There's so many options for you guys to go online and find really cool photos. So here's Canva that we looked at first. So a custom cover photo. All right. Before we actually make our page, I think we are going to stop and take a break right now. We're going to come back and we're actually going to start building the Facebook page for your business. And then we're going to talk about content ideas and a social calendar when we get back from our break.